Good morning. For today's experiment, we are going to test the effect of heat on the enzyme bromelain. Bromelain is an enzyme that is naturally found in juice, like pineapple juice. So that's going to be one of our major ingredients. We're going to have regular, out of the can, fresh pineapple juice, and then we're going to boil some pineapple juice. We're also going to have plain gelatin. So this is like what you would make Jell-O out of, except usually when we buy Jell-O at a store, it already comes pre-flavored with fruit juice. This is plain gelatin that we're going to mix with our pineapple juice to make pineapple Jell-O. This is what our plain gelatin looks like when it's just been mixed up with some water. And we also just have some regular water that we're going to use as our control in this experiment. So to start things off, we've got 3 test tubes. In the first test tube, we are going to use that as our control. So we're going to put about 5 milliliters of regular water. And then we're going to add about an equal amount of gelatin, 5 milliliters. Okay, so that's test tube 1. Test tube 1 is our control, just water and gelatin. In our second test tube, we are going to have regular pineapple juice, 5 milliliters. So this is our pineapple juice right out of the can. Nothing has been done to it. And then we're going to go ahead and add, once again, some gelatin. Okay. Now, our third test tube is going to have our pineapple juice that has already been pre-boiled. I boiled this. Okay, so this has been boiled, which has exposed the bromelain enzyme to extreme heat. So we're going to put that in test tube 3, our boiled pineapple juice. And then once again, we're going to add some gelatin. Okay. So now you can see what we have in our test tubes. We've got, once again, our control tube right here, water and gelatin. We have our regular pineapple juice and gelatin, and we have our boiled pineapple juice and gelatin. Now what we need to do is we need to place all 3 of these test tubes into a beaker of ice water. This is ice water that we're just going to use to accelerate cooling. So 1, and then 2, and then 3. We have to let this sit for about a half hour to allow the gelatin a chance to gel. And when we come back, we will take a look at what has happened. Which tubes have gelling and which tubes do not. Be right back. Okay, it has been about 30 minutes, and let's go ahead and analyze our results. So, tube number 1 was our control tube. This was just water and gelatin. And as you can see, we have gelling. Tube number 2 is our tube that had unboiled regular pineapple juice and gelatin. Now the thing is that the bromelain enzyme breaks up the protein that makes up the gelatin. And so you can see that the enzyme has broken up the gelatin and has prevented gelling. There is no gelling in this tube. It's all very liquidy. In tube 3, this is the tube that had the boiled pineapple juice and gelatin. And as you can see, ta-da, we have gelling. So in this test tube, the enzyme bromelain was denatured, which means essentially that the enzyme was destroyed. So it no longer functions to break up the protein in the gelatin. And that is the effect of heat on an enzyme such as bromelain. Thank you.